Graphic Design Manager for Masondogg Academy of Technologies. I'll be teaching you various digital art concepts. I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so today I'm going to be teaching y'all my canvas settings. Canvas settings are so important because when they're not customized and you just use the automatically set ones that Procreate has to offer, the image ends up looking very pixelated. This is because when you have a lower pixel amount, the pixel per square inch isn't spread out. So for example, Procreate has the A4, which is 210 by 297 millimeters, or for example, the 4K, which is 496 times 16714. So yeah, honestly, I use 300 by 300 pixels because I like a square canvas because it makes it easier when I'm doing Instagram poses. But you can do any canvas you want. Just DPI is very important. So DPI is the amount of pixels per square inch. So the higher that is, the better. The industry standard is 300. So when your DPI is 300, for example, if you want to get prints, if you look really close to the picture, it's not going to look very pixelated. So yeah. But you need to keep in mind the more pixels you have, for example, how I have the width as 300 and the height as 300. The maximum amount of layers I can make is 55, and for some people that's not good. So honestly, it just depends on how many layers you need. I usually combine my layers once I'm sure I'm finished with the layer. So it just depends. So for example, if I were to make this 4,500, I would only be able to use 35 layers. So you can honestly change this. I just don't recommend going below 2,000 because honestly, unless you're doing animation or anything, you're not gonna really need that many layers. So honestly, just depends. If you're doing animation, I do recommend drawing your images off of the canvas, like making a new canvas for every frame. That way you can actually add detail. But honestly, it doesn't really matter unless you just want to add detail on each layer. Because especially if you're doing a long animation, you're going to need far more than 130 frames. So, yeah. Just you need to keep an eye out for that. Honestly, I recommend using Clip Studio if you're doing animation because it's more layers and it's way easier. And honestly, it just looks way better. It's a better image, especially if you're doing prints. But for example, if we're just using Procreate, 200 pixels by 200 pixels is perfect. No lower than that. I recommend 300 pixels. Honestly, for me, because I'm fine with working with 55 layers, but it honestly just depends. So my canvas is 200 pixels by 200 pixels. The DPI is 600, and wait, I'm gonna change it to 3,000 for y'all since this is the one I normally use. So the one I normally use is 3,000 pixels by 3,000 pixels. The DPI is 600, and the maximum layers is 55. So this is perfect for me. And I'll show you how to make a canvas on Procreate, actually. So to make a canvas on Procreate, you're just going to click the plus. You're going to click this little button right here. And then you just set it to what you want it to be. And this is what I have, for example. And then you can title it. I'm just going to put this as a tutorial. And yeah, you can do any canvas size you want. Just want to look out for what you're using it for. If you're not going to be using it for prints or anything, it honestly doesn't really matter. If you're just like testing it out, you can do any amount you want. I'll show y'all the difference between one that has 300,000 and then one that has less. So for example, this is a drawing I just did. This is 300,000 pixels. You see how as you zoom in, it's still not completely pixelated, but this part is starting to get pixelated. So I'll show y'all one that was lower in pixel amount. So for example, I just save this image and then make a canvas. that has way less pixels. So I'll do 1000 by 1000 pixels and like 200 dpi. And then we're gonna import the picture, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Now you can see the picture is so much more pixelated. I didn't even zoom in that much, and you can already see the pixels forming. So I'll show you in a reference to the other one. So you see all the pixels here, and then if we go back to this one, it's smoother, and you actually see the brush strokes and lines of the drawing. Of course, you're still going to be able to see pixels, but it's far less than the other one. See, it's way less than what the other one was like. So this is the 3000 by 3000 one, and then this is the 2000 by 2000 one zoomed in to the same amount. So yeah, you can really tell the pixel difference. So it's really important to get the pixel amount you want, as well as DPI. DPI is also really important for printing and stuff. So yeah, that's all for the canvas tips. I'm gonna show y'all how to download brushes in my next video. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, my name is Lolita. I hope you had fun. Don't forget to subscribe by hitting the red button and the little bell to get notifications on our next video. And don't forget to leave comments, like, and check out our website at www.masondoggaot.com. Bye!